So welcome back to part 2 of the 6 tastes. We discussed how importantly in Ayurveda we need all 6 tastes to truly have holistic health and well-being. So what are the 6 tastes? Firstly is the sweet taste. The sweet taste comprises all the sweet foods that we know very, very, very well. Sugar and things, but also just sweet grains like rice, wheat, and also sweet fruits. So a sweet orange, for example, a cooked carrot, potatoes, when they're well cooked, can have a sweet, that sort of nourishing, grounding quality to them. So we all get enough sweet taste generally. Sour taste, lemons, grapefruits, any fermented products tend to have a sour taste, which helps with our digestion and assimilation, absorption of nutrients. And then the salty taste, again, we all know the salty taste. All our processed foods, obviously table salt or Himalayan salt, rock salts, all these things have the salty taste. But what we want to look at in more detail is the 3 tastes we don't know so well in the West. Firstly, the pungent taste. The pungent taste is in all those things that stimulate metabolism and digestion. So we have things like black pepper, we have chili, cayenne, horseradish, are very stimulating to the body. They help break up any congestion, they stimulate digestion, they add heat to the body, and also in excess, they can even help us sweat, which is, again, helping to release excess kapha or congestion fluid in the body. So pungent taste, all our spicy foods. You think of going to an Indian restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, those sort of chilies, peppers, Malaysian, Thai, a lot of our Asian foods have a lot of this beautiful pungent taste to it. In terms of bitter, well, bitter taste we see a lot in our green leafy vegetables, spinach, silver beet, all the leafy greens. And also bitter is in turmeric, for example. So very, very common these days, as well as eggplant, Brussels sprouts, those who like Brussels sprouts, and things like bitter gourd. So in Ayurveda, when someone has diabetes or high blood sugars, often these vegetables that are very bitter, like bitter gourd, are cut up and sort of layered with some sort of lemon juice and salt. But the bitterness is fantastic for help balancing those blood sugars and reversing, in many cases, diabetes. And the astringent taste is found in all our legumes. So beans, peas, all the lentils, as well as things like walnuts, pomegranates, rhubarb, and honey. And so this brings us onto how we can simply and easily get the 6 tastes in our diet. So most of us in most meals will get 4 or 5 of the tastes, but sometimes there's just one taste that's missing. So sweet, we almost never forget or miss. But, as we said, some sweet berries or something with a meal, cutting up some carrot, cooking that up, sweet taste easily got. If we're missing some sour, just adding, some lemon to the food, grapefruit juice, those sort of things, really, really easy. A sprinkle of salt will give us the salt taste, which is already in our food most of the time anyway. Pepper, great way just to adding that pungent taste, or a little bit of ginger, having a little ginger pickle before the meal, a little bit of garlic throughout the winter or the colder months. And so for the bitter taste, we've talked about some spinach or green leafies. So the best way when we're eating out and we're busy is just having a side salad. A side salad will give us that bitter taste. Turmeric can be, astringent taste can be just a little half teaspoon of honey with something, a couple of walnuts. And turmeric, also another good one for bitter. Turmeric has an astringent aftertaste. and has a potency, so we can get a bit of astringent from turmeric as well. So these are just some simple ways we can add little things to our foods to get all 6 tastes. And then the final understanding is just in terms of the doshas. We want to balance our individual constitution. And so for someone who has a vata imbalance, the tastes they want to predominate or focus on are sweet, sour, and salt. These 3 tastes balance vata. It's important that they still get the other 3 tastes, but much less of the bitter, astringent, and pungent tastes for vata. For pitta, too much heat in the body, often those pitta imbalances, we want to have sweet taste, is very good for pitta. And also the bitter taste is really, really important, as well as the astringent. So for pitta, primarily, we don't want too much pungent. We don't want too much spice because we've already got too much heat already. And for kaphas, those earthy types where there might be some kapha imbalance, too much congestion or overweight, we need to break the body up. We need to clear those sinuses, clear the congestion, maybe add some, get the body sweating. So we want to favor the pungent taste, the bitter tastes, and the astringent tastes in those diets. Again, we want all 6. It's just the proportion or the predominance changes for each of those body types. So jump on the website for a full list of the 6 tastes and what foods are associated with those tastes. Anything else, send us a question. We'd love to answer it. And I hope you enjoyed all about the 6 tastes. Good health to you and swasta.